Hi, welcome back to Talk of the Town. CrossFit Hilton Head will be hosting their very own Garage Games event, the I Can Games, Saturday, June 16th on the beach in order to raise money and awareness for Hope Haven of the Low Country. Here to talk more about the sport of CrossFit and their involvement to support this very important organization dedicated to helping the victims of sexual assault and abuse, our owner, Craig Hysell. Craig, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And, you know, I just want to open with, I watched the videos of you talking about Hope Haven, and I saw you kind of start to cry. I started to cry. I mean, you don't think about how much abuse there is or what exactly Hope Haven does.
Absolutely.
But they do an amazing job. I think they service 466 people a year,
Yeah.
victims a year.
More than one per day?
One per day.
Yeah.
But and people need to go to the video and see what it is you're exactly doing. But let me talk a little bit about you. Let's talk about CrossFit. What makes CrossFit different than, I guess, other gyms?
Yeah, well, it's, what we tell people we do is constantly varied functional movement at high intensity. And what that sounds like is a foreign language when we say it.
It does.
So what we do is every Saturday we have a free class at 8 a.m. And what we let people do is come in and experience what constantly varied functional movement at high intensity is. Whenever they do a free workout with us, they immediately understand what that protocol entails. And then what we do with that is vary it every day. That's the constantly varied part in a functional capacity. And intensity is relative to the individual. So where you and I, if we were working out together, we might not perform the same weights. You might lift more than me, I might lift more than you, but we're varying it by degree, not kind. So we're staying safe through the techniques that we learn in our boot camp. We have a month-long introductory period to teach people these techniques and this safety protocol. And then after that, we grow as a community. We started with one member. We have over 170 now.
Wow.
So, and it translates across all age groups, all genders, all political points of view and religious points of view. And what we find that, you know, part of that I Can Games is what we do in CrossFit is designed to make everything outside CrossFit better, in our opinion. So, you know, part of our I Can Games proceeds are going to Hope Haven, but part of them are also going to the 3 other charities we support. We support a Pediatric Cancer Foundation. We support Honor Our Heroes, which is a Veterans Administration, and then Achievement Through Attitude. And all these are local charities around the Low Country. We want to see where our money goes. There's so many things you can support, but you know, you have to kind of draw your lines. There's a lot of good people out there doing great things.
Right,
so,
right,
you know.
right. And nice to know that you're doing one of them. That's several of them, and that's wonderful. So what makes your CrossFit Hilton Head different than, say, CrossFit something else?
Yeah, the last time I looked, there's over 3,700 affiliates in the world right now. When we opened 2 years ago, there was a little over 2,000. So we are affiliates. Every CrossFit's different. We have what we call headquarters, CrossFit HQ. But we're not, we're affiliates, we're not franchises. So every time you walk into a CrossFit gym, you get a different experience. Ours is perhaps different. We perhaps have more of a extensive training program. We believe in focusing on getting our athletes stronger and more mobile before we start introducing intensity. And I think, you know, all CrossFitters are good people. Most, you know, there's very few jerks in CrossFit because you have to work really hard for what you want to get, and that doesn't attract jerks most of the time. So you'll get that probably in every gym, but every gym runs their training program a little bit differently based on that constantly varied functional.
Let's talk a little bit about the June 16th event, obviously to acknowledge Hope Haven, but where is it held? What are the I Can Games?
Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, the I Can dynamic comes from, we have a saying in CrossFit Hilton Head that, and it's a Henry Ford quote, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. And the workouts are very challenging. And we see a lot of people, if they break down mentally, they have a rough day. But if they approach the task with the right attitude, it's amazing how far they go. And we have people all the time telling us, you know, I never thought I could be able to do that. That's awesome. So that extends to everything else we do outside the gym. And then our I Can Games is a group of 4 workouts in an amateur CrossFit sports series called the Garage Games. You can see real CrossFit games on ESPN2. That'll be there in July. So this amateur circuit lets normal human beings, not superhuman beings, normal human beings like me do these events. We'll be in Chaplin Park. We're going to do part of our workout on the beach and then come over to Chaplin Park, and we'll have a big festival. A lot of our charities will be represented there. A lot of vendors will be represented there.
And that's Saturday, June 16th?
Saturday, June 16th.
What time?
Yep, we'll be there from 7 a.m. all the way to probably about 6 p.m.
Wonderful. And let me quickly ask you, where are you located if people want to come see you, see what you do, the 8 o'clock in the morning
Sure.
thing?
We're right behind the old Food Line, right in Palmetto Crossroads. You can look all of our information up online, CrossfitHHI.com.
Okay. Craig, thank you so much.
Thank
Such
you.
a wonderful thing you're doing. We really appreciate it.
All right.
And we will be right back with Talk of the Town.